I think the game wants us to jump down there, and I don't want to. Like, I could hear the Yeti down there. Why would we want to jump down? I'm waiting for Yeti to beat me now while I hang there. Alright, can we chuck a flare down there? Maybe that's why the Yeti wasn't coming after us. Oh. I just hit the angle a little bit wrong there. Well, there he goes. Fatality. How many's under there, you reckon? Just the one? Oh, yeah. Well, he walked to the spikes. Yeah, but we've got to get... If we get down there, we've got to walk into the spikes fast enough so that he doesn't kill us. And I think that's the issue, is walking in there fast enough that he doesn't kill us. I really don't want to be going down there, though. Like... Hey, did you guys see the guy who, in the States, who called the police at Target because they wouldn't sell him the display model for a cent, like the toothbrush? One, he misread the label anyway, which is what caused the issue, because he tried to get this U-Butte electronic toothbrush for 1 penny, and the Target manager wouldn't sell it to him, and he's trying to tell her he's breaking the law because it's advertised, and then... Like, he's already taken a photo of the price tag, which wasn't a price tag. It actually says display on it because it's the display model that they use to restock shelves, not the actual unit price. So he's just got it wrong to start with. And he's gone, oh, cool, I'm going to get this for a cent or be a jerk about it. And he's done this with a lot of things where people call it legal stealing, where you find a loophole to get more than what you really know you should get because you're holding... businesses accountable, which, yeah, no, fair enough. If they had actually advertised it for a penny, be a jerk about it, maybe. But where he went over the line is he took a photo of the manager, holds up his phone, takes a photo of the manager as if just, and probably said to her, I'm putting this on social media. And she's just got this look on her face as if to go, you know, like, whatever, dude. And then he also tweets out, in the same tweet, he had the picture of the display tag, which he misread, the picture of the manager at Target, who he accused of breaking the law, and a picture of like the Minnesota or Massachusetts or something like that law of price tagging. Then the next tweet, he had like 5 tweets to get this out. He said he had to call the police because Target was breaking the law. Which he did, right? But he didn't call 911. He called the business line and told them it wasn't an emergency and he would wait. You know, he didn't want to go ahead of anyone that needed police for anything more important. How nice of him. There's Yeti. Right, so he goes out there. The police go out there, see the tag, say they cited the tag, say they spoke to the manager who said she wouldn't give him the thing, right? And told the guy that they're not going to arrest her because whatever, he's going to have to sue them if he wants his toothbrush for a penny. So he says, so now he has to take them to court. And he says because he's poor and he can't afford to go to the dentist. He hasn't been in 3 years. Which someone found out is... Maybe I should swap the shotgun for this. Oh. I wonder if that's the same yet. Someone found out that like a year and a bit ago, he tweeted out how good it felt going into the dentist's office and turning off their Fox News on the television, because he must have something against Fox News, which is definitely less than 3 years ago. So it just calls out he's a liar. And also last year, he had an issue with Dunkin' Donuts because they refused to take bills larger than 20. So he can't afford to go to the dentist in the last 3 years, even though he did. And he walks around with $50 or $100 notes wanting to pay for his donut breakfast, which could explain why he needs the fancy toothbrush. Anyway, someone along the way says, can we get this girl he says that I started a GoFundMe for I think her name's Tori. Yeah, Target Tori was the thing. To put her on a holiday, because obviously she deserves one after dealing with this guy. And they put $5,000 on it to send her on a nice holiday. Now this happened on the 18th or something. So this happened like 4 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. So they achieved the goal of $5,000 like that day. To send this manager on a holiday, which I think is amazing, right? Because of this one jerk. And then it gets up to $8,000, and someone's like, "Oh my god, it's at $8,000! Like she's going to go on a great holiday." And they get permission from Target to get a photo of her, say, and she's like in a new Target uniform with a name tag that says #TargetTory. And I was laughing at this, and I'm like, I was telling my wife about it, and I'm like, this is a really great story. And I'm just thinking to myself, I wonder how much money they got for a holiday. I click on the link, and it's at $30,000. And she's just holding up, the photo of her is her holding up a letter saying, thank you so much for all the sincerity or something, or, for the kindness. So from this guy being an absolute jerkbag and just being a scumbag, right? And the best thing is on the GoFundMe or whatever it was, it's like 1,800 people put in. So that's an average of $15. So it's not like someone put in 10 grand. Well, someone may have, but an average of $15. That's just a lot of people saying, here's $10 for doing your job because you've got to pay bills. So you obviously don't want to lose your job. And this guy's being an absolute, get him. Do you think it's dead? Yeah, and I mean, I've known people who've done this, and there's one of these misconceptions that goes around with a lot of places that if you go to a place with electronic checkout and it doesn't scan, you get it for free. Now, sometimes stores will just do that because it's depending on the item, because it's easier to do that than get someone to go price it and hold up the queue, especially if it's busy. Others won't because they're afraid it sets a precedence, but that's inaccurate. But most I'm glad we just saved. Most developed countries with the automatic price scanners do have a thing that, like the rules are whatever. It's not what that says. It's if you've got a signage out that says this is the price of this item, you've got to honor that, right? Which is fair because you can't have something on the shelf at $10 and then when someone gets to the front counter, be like, "That's $20." Okay. But this wasn't even that situation, right? I think we can just drop down, provided there's no thing there, right? Now, my only concern is there a Yeti down... Oh, man, seriously. But yeah, when people go out of their way, when they think a business is doing something wrong, I kind of get the, yeah, you know, stand up for everyone because, you know, maybe you think you're actually doing a good service. Like if a company was actually extorting places and you need to bring some need to bring that to people's attention. But this clearly isn't one of those situations. There seems to be no Yeti. Okay, so I guess we're probably not going... Oh, is that the very front? Like right back where we... No. I think we could get out that way, but it looks like I think we'll take a big chunk of damage if we try. And I don't even know if that's forward. Okay. Oh, hang on, there's a key here. Oh, nice. Do I push it now? Did something happen? Did the lights go on? Well, yeah, it kind of looked like last zone. Oh, it is, because that's where we came running in. So we just did something and I have no idea what happened. And it's super dark, so I'm using a flare. There seems to be no Yeti. Climbs up ledge, whole army of Yeti. Yeah, I know, right? With stormtroopers in a landing ship. Man, I missed that Star Wars game. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh. Alright, Teeterville best. It's dark! No, I don't run. I wonder if there's a switch down here somewhere that you pull and turns the lights on. Some ammo though. It does feel kind of like where we were, right? It is where we were. Did we come in this way, though? I don't think we came in this way. Well, you clearly didn't, otherwise we would have been in the Yeti room. Although, wait, there's a lever here. Melt the ice? No, I'm pretty sure that lever's, that bit at the end of the other room now is just going to lead to a dragon. More Yetis? So I wonder if that is the gold we just poured magically formed into a staff. Uh-oh. Barracudas. Run, Lara. I mean, swim, Lara. No. Wow, that was our last shotgun. That worked out all right. I'm pretty sure I killed those last time, though, unless more Yetis came. All right, let's get some save on. I don't know. Those Yetis took two full loads, like in the chest each. There's a, you know, you could mix those words up in that sentence with Lara and create something completely different. Wait, no. Okay, let's go. How am I doing this? I've got no shotgun. I don't want to take a bunch of, let's, where are these ones? Yeti seem to be weak to Uzi as well. Haven't seen Joe. Joe, are you hanging around somewhere, just quietly enjoying? I'm doing good. Are you proud of me? I don't know what I feel about this. This feels like there's a lot of Joe's already here. You like sneak in and don't tell me you're here. It's like shh. It's going very well, man. How about you? You see that one, Joe? You see that one? Joe, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. 5 months, dude. Much love. Yeah, these snowballs are being jerks. I'm a little concerned about these ones. Considering we can see that the exit's there. I think we just go for it. Oh, we're going to leg it. Okay, no, we're fine. We're good. So the resident, the RE2 camera. That sort of camera thing happens a couple times here and there. Oh, seems interesting. I missed the Yeti room. Is that if I keep going through that dark room? Is that it? Like, is it around the corner from there? How many Yetis are there? How many are we talking about here? That's where I got out of the water. Let's put a pass on that one then. There is another room with some ammo and a bunch of Yetis. Now, the way I play, there's probably less ammo than what I will use in that room. I played Metro 2033 this in the last week, and that was always the case there, that I was spending more ammo. Whenever I went looking to do something, I'd go get ammo or go get oxygen. I would come back with less ammo and less oxygen than what I started with, despite picking up a bunch. Is that a ladder on that side? Like, is that whole texture ladder? One way to find out. Yep. How do I know I'm supposed to be going up? We don't. We don't know. Oh, Pog! Yeti around the corner? Dude, if a Yeti runs around and smacks me in the side of the head, yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. I really liked it. I like the gameplay concepts. The story's okay. No, that's unfair. The story's better than okay. Then there's always the second one. We'll play Last Light. I don't know if we'll do it this week. Probably might give it a week off and then do Last Light, because Exodus is out on the 15th. Alright, I'm just going to step forward and see what happens. Oh, that's interesting. Good to know. $2033 is the first one. And so yeah, you can just walk straight into the game. Last Light is the second one, which I'm not sure of, but I'm pretty sure you could just play it. But maybe I don't know how much follow on it has. Huh. Oh man, I was certain I was going to hit that. You listen to a Metro audiobook? I think that is... Oh, is it just not enough HP? I don't like that in game design, like where you're... Like a situation like this where you have to take damage. And that's just it. Second backflip off it. Oops. No, I still took the damage. What did that actually do? Can I ring the gong again? Do not have the staff anymore. It turned on the music, that's fair. The thing is, I don't know if I ever would have thought of ringing the gong with that thing. So a little bit got lucky there. Was there a jump to the right there I could have made? Should I have dropped a flare in? You were saying they get rid of flares in the next game, right? That's what you told me? People thought it was silly and the devs listened. Oh, don't waste bullets, Panz. Of course. The next game was probably finished before this one came out. What about that? Definitely would have been started. Although they pumped them out fairly quickly, didn't they? Actually, I better leave it open in case we have to walk past it. Oh man, I see it. I see you. Feel free to actually use the item. Nope. They get rid of flares and you get luminous bars instead. Mm. Why can't I look around? Okay, so there is no jump over there. So this whole corner was a waste of time. Good to know. We did open this door. Yeti? Urgh. We don't need to walk past it. As is tradition. Ah, okay. Yeah, that whole section down there was a waste. This looks interesting. Do I have to glitch myself through the concrete? As is the dev's intention of how to solve the puzzle. Glitching through it. Fair enough. Rawr. I'm always worried when I have a level like this that has seemingly, so far, gone relatively well. Like I'm waiting for this section where, you know, it takes me an hour to solve one tiny little micro section. Or where my save file bugs out. Except I don't notice. That's the key for the Chinese wall door in level 1. Is it actually? It is. So we're basically just leaving the level now? Oh! I'm stuck on the geometry. Okay. Into the Gungeon 3D. Wait, don't waste good ammo, Panz. You've found the bookcase. Just stand on top of it and shoot him. Why would you do it any other way? I mean, the only other option is to get down there with him and run around jumping while kiting him all the way around, yeah? That's the only valid option. Nice. Fairly hassle-free. Do we get a cutscene? See, that was silly, because now he's going to radio in and tell his friends. Whereas if she'd just gone up and, like, knocked him out, she probably could have got a much bigger head start. Blew out my fire. I don't know what this car was. It'd be fun if I could play it. And I'm hoping that was them. Yeah, she could also have turned off the lights. That volume kicked in real loud. Wow, that car jumps like Lara Croft as well. Why didn't they just make the jump after her? Cool.